On the bomber is an old man, so that's the whole drinky though.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm with Jerry.
People that smack while they eat.
Like,
Definitely psycho.
Like it's something that chick like.
So I started like when I was 15. I started hustling, trying to make some money. But I
was
started.
saying that y'all know about these benches, but she didn't say benches.
No, she said it.
What's good? Welcome everybody to another episode of Apartment 4A. Fellas, how y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Pretty good. Bad internet service, but I'm doing pretty good outside of that.
Oh man, we gotta start a petition and get Terrence some better internet out there. You know,
Oh,
you
yeah,
think
man.
you be in the big city of Hattiesburg?
I'll be the first one to sign.
Yeah, man. Get you some of that high speed.
Yeah. It's good how everybody been doing. Terrence had a birthday last week, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you. A little bit older, 38.
Yeah.
Still
Thanks,
rocking
good.
and rolling.
I heard that another year around the sun, man. It's always good. Happy birthday to my good October brother. Southern Miss had homecoming last week. They actually won. So shout out Southern Miss to the top.
Oh yeah. To the top.
Thinking on that team.
Oh yeah. We're starting to turn around there, man. I think Will Hall has a plan. We have to change quarterback every 2 weeks, but you know, as long as it's working.
Hey, keep them guessing, right? You can't game
Yeah,
plan if
keep
you don't
them
know who's
guessing.
on quarterback.
So it's all good. NFL is rolling. Our fantasy team is rolling. I'm doing pretty rough. I can't buy a win. Seem like no matter what I do, but everybody else seems to be doing pretty consistent. So
Man,
congratulations to those.
I got the Brown beat off me last week, man.
But and speaking of fantasy league, the NFL's going well. The Bills are smashing people still. You know, I'm
Mhm.
like, man, you gotta watch out for them Bills.
The best regular season team out there right now. Between
Oh,
them and the
yeah.
Eagles,
Yeah.
man. I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah, the Colts are still trying to. They still the Colts. We don't know.
Hey, getting the ugliest wins you can get.
Vikings doing pretty well. I'm repping the shirt today. Vikings doing good. We got another W in. So we rocking it. Those are the updates for now. I'm sure we might have an announcement or two here later, but we're gonna jump right into the episode today. Episode today is you ain't got the lie to kick it. Basically, we're talking about those who tell you all these type of stories just to make them look better, or for whatever reason, just like to lie. We know lying was this big deal in high school, or maybe even when you first got to college because you're trying to impress everybody. But it seemed like lying is the new norm. If you really think about it, you know, USM's homecoming was last week, Jack State homecoming, and Alcorn is this week. So there's been a lot of opportunities for people to get back together, see people that hadn't seen. We got class of 2002, 2003, so on. They getting ready to have 20-year reunions. So, you know, people are going to come up with all types of stories and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
we're going to take a little time to talk about why, or if people even still do it. You ain't got the lie to kick it. So what's the deal? Is lying still relevant in today's society?
even more now. Now they call it what they they call it influences, right?
Social media influencer. Now you ain't lying no more. That's a good one.
Right.
Flexing for the gram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what's the deal, man? You know, they used to have that song with "Stunting is a Habit." If you listen to the song, you know, it's always talking about what you had. I got 20-inch rims, I got this, got that. You know, you trying to stunt. And then they came out with a song, it ain't pimping if you got it. So if you got it, it ain't pimping, but yet still people still stunting. So what's the deal? Why? What's the point? Especially at our age, we're in our late 30s, getting ready to go into 40. Why we still feel like as a age as millennials, why we still feel like we got a lot of kick?
I don't know, man. I think it's less of an age thing and more of a environment thing, depending on where you at. You around a lot of people in the area where their values is kind of caught up in, well, I got this chain, or I got this watch, or I got these shoes. Then you're gonna be the dude that's at the cookout, the uncle that's 50, 60, kind of stuck in that era. Trying to always have a shirt or some Jordans or something like that. But then people like, now what you do again? I didn't know he had a job. Like that to me, that's kind of where they come from, like that environment, less of an age. They kind of them kind of people that mindset gonna take that on to the grave with them.
Mike say they not lying, they manifesting. I guess you gotta speak it into existence for it to get there.
Hey, they some terrible
come true.
Hey, they some terrible manifestors, I tell you that.
Yeah.
They
But,
bad.
that's the deal, man. People are always, as the old folks would say, trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Mhm.
It's like, want to buy new cars or do this or try to put off that you're doing better than what you really are. Or maybe just for certain people. I mean, and I feel like Instagram and Facebook, but especially on Instagram, makes it worse because, you got people out here pretending like they on vacation. I mean, y'all remember maybe a year or two ago when Bow Wow was pretending like he was his private jet. He took the picture, behind his background, and they were like, "What you talking about? He's sitting over here in coach."
The Bow Wow challenge.
And so, it's like, wow, Bow Wow got money to travel. It's like, it isn't impressive enough that you're traveling while you got to stunt like you on a private jet. Does it even matter? Like, some people can't even travel at all.
I'm telling you, man.
Rick Ross said, "I would never travel on a private jet." He said, "That's $50,000." He said, I can pay $500 and go get to the exact same place." He said, "I can use that $50,000 to buy me a plant for my garden."
I mean, if you think about it, if you Rick Ross or somebody with that money, you buy a regular plane ticket, they will basically treat you like a king anyway. They're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's Rick Ross." They gonna put you up there, tie all this stuff to you. He's like, shoot, it's just like a private jet. By the way, I mean,
yeah, I feel Rick on that, man. It's hard.
You gonna sleep on that private jet just like on that commercial jet.
I'm telling you. Yeah, man. I agree with old Rick Ross, man, on that one.
But that's the thing, man. We go to homecoming. Like, I was at Southern Miss homecoming last week, ran to a lot of different people. You hear all the stories about what they doing or what they ain't doing and what I changed. And some of the stuff you go, like, really? Are you really doing that? Some of that stuff don't sound right. It's like, or you hear the stuff, or you see people like, we remember, we won't call his name out. We had the guy that we saw all the time, and every time we saw him, he had a different story. Now y'all laugh because y'all know exactly what
Chocolate Thunder. Chocolate Thunder. Certified thug.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so every time we saw him, he had a different story. And so the thing is, it's like, it got to the point where we just assumed that he was going to be lying. It didn't matter what it was. We just assumed that it was a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the sad part is he has a very interesting life. That's the sad part.
Yeah. I mean,
goodness.
Hey, that line though, that was in him, man. Yeah, he was told, look, as much as y'all talked about him, I never knew that we were staying together. I like y'all talking about a totally different dude. That dude, wow, man. The dude I'm rooming with, man, he married, man. He goes to the club on the weekend, but that's about it, man.
Go to the local club.
Yeah.
Living a life.
He was weird, but
thought he was part of B2K.
Bro. Oh, that boy, that was his job, man.
Hang out with the locals.
Mike say Soulja Boy got to be the biggest celebrity liar. I mean,
I don't know, him and Bow Wow probably tit for tat on that, man.
And was that Jesse Smollett? I mean,
He
Jesse
told a
tried
big
to.
lie. I don't know how many he told. He told a massive one and was
It's
terrible
like-
at it.
It's like
Smollett.
why? I mean, and it's like the thing to do. Like if you watch every now and then, jump down one of those TikTok rabbit holes, you'll come across a video, and like today, I saw one today. This lady was like, "Oh, who was that? Morton Salt's been lying to us for years. If you cut it open, it's a container on top. It's only half a thing of salt." And so a guy went and bought a thing of salt, cut it open, it's a full can. It's like, why? Like,
Yeah,
why you had to go out and tell folks it's a lie?
and she probably TikTok famous off of that too.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I will say right now, most people are a lot more susceptible to just believing stuff and running with it than they used to be. Like it used to be, you had like your area of expertise, right? You had to know something. You didn't know everything, but you had to know something, right? If I knew about cars, that's what I knew about. But if I ain't know about cars, I didn't pretend like I ain't know about cars. I
Right.
would be like, well, I don't know, but I know a guy, right? You always have a guy who do so. I know, so and so from down the street. Yeah, we go see him. Yeah, he'll get us fixed up. That ain't really what I do. But now it's like people feel like they got to know everything. And that's just, I don't know, man. It's kind of toxic.
I think because people have access to so much information.
Oh, you froze on us a little bit, Terrence.
Yeah.
You talking about that
Man,
bad? At least
it's
you told
them.
the truth.
I was gonna say Terrence out here speaking that truth, man. This Facebook don't want them to get it out.
They don't want me to share that information, share the knowledge.
That's it.
I'm gonna keep my comments.
Yeah, I agree, man. I was having a conversation with a younger guy I know, and he really was struggling with deciphering information. And it's really information overload when you think about it. So being able to have somebody tell you something or read an article or see a post and really understand, like, okay, like what are they trying to do? 9 times out of 10, they're trying to make you feel some type of way. They're trying to make you feel a certain opinion, right? They don't just give you the information, right? They don't say like unemployment is 8.9% this quarter. There's like, can you believe it? Unemployment is 8.9%. Biden's doing a terrible job, or vice versa, whoever it is. Like somebody's always kind of trying to put a spin on it, trying to make you believe that this is good or believe that that's bad or this is a big deal or that's not a big deal. So that's with everything. So you got to watch that.
Exactly what Trump said. Well, Trump was telling some whoppers too, and that's the thing. And,
Oh yeah.
and I don't know if is it a lie if somebody's believing, or if it's a lie if that's what you want to hear. Like you get what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I know it's still a lie, but
Yeah.
but if you say something, but that's what somebody wants to hear,
It's a lie.
it's still a lie. But
They don't care if it's a lie.
Yeah,
It's the truth to them. They're gonna go with it.
They don't care that it's a lie.
Yeah.
Because that's just an immediate thing with politicians. Like, they tell a lie, but it's the lie that people want to hear. So it's like, they lie. Everybody know they lie, but we want to hear that lie. That's what we want to hear.
Oh yeah. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody wants to feel like they made the right choice. They're doing the right thing. So you got people that kind of prey on that.
Yeah, it's a shame, man. I remember coming up that like the worst thing that you could do was tell a lie. Especially as a child. Parents wasn't worried about too much of you, cursing or fighting or doing stuff. But if you lied, it was like, man, you shamed your family for life because you told a lie. But now, I mean, lies the norm. It's like everybody expects you to be lying.
Oh yeah. I mean, you kind of set your kids up sometimes, especially, social media, trying to make people look a certain type of way or being real concerned about trying to influence how you come across to other people. That's the worst habit to get into. I think it's trying to control people's perspective of you. Because some people, no matter what you do, they ain't gonna never regard you in a certain light. So if you obsessed with trying to come across a certain way or appear a certain way, you eventually you're gonna have to lie. Because everybody human. So if you want to always appear good, or always appear happy, or always appear like you got together, you at some point you lying.
So and speaking of that, especially with you trying to appear a certain way, especially with how you feeling. Like there's a question people ask all the time. Hey man, how you doing today? And a lot of times people say, "Oh man, I'm good, I'm straight," and they could be completely lying. Are there certain lies, stuff like that, that's totally acceptable? That's like it's understandable. Like somebody would say that, hey, I'm doing okay because they don't want to kind of share that information. They don't want that stuff out there, or we just got accustomed to it. So we just, do what we always do.
Yeah, there's definitely some cultural norms that we kind of just understand, right? Some unwritten rules, right? If I say what's up, you don't run down everything. You say what's up.
And the funny thing is, and if you get somebody that tell you the truth, like how they feel, you're like, oh, here they go, they running down. But it's like, dang, he told you straight up what's going on with your life, and nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear the actual truth. They want you to just tell.
That's the last time I asked Rod what's up. That ain't gonna happen again. Look. But yeah, man, I think we talked about it before, but that's how you can tell that's how you can tell your standing with people. That's how nuanced that is, right? You got some people, they always gonna be everything always gonna be good. Y'all ain't really friends. Y'all ain't cool like that.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't close. They telling somebody what's really going on. It ain't you though. That's cool. You might not want to know. And then you got people that, when they ask you, like, oh man, let me tell you, bro. And they actually interested in it. So that's kind of how you can tell who you're dealing with, who you're not.
Well, I guess that is the difference of being a real friend. Normally you'll be able to tell, your closer friends kind of what the deal is, and everybody else, you just give them that same old lie. Oh man, it's all good.
Oh yeah,
it's straight. Everybody doing wonderful.
Yeah, trying to make it. Man.
Everybody falling apart.
Yeah, same thing, different day, man. You know how it is.
Yeah.
And then somebody, it really that when you think about that, somebody say that same thing, different day. Like, man, that don't sound like your day is going good. Everything all right? You be like, not to mention, I mean,
yeah. or you follow that lie with another lie. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, your life ain't going bad at all. You, man, I'm actually happy. But yeah, man. Sometimes you get coerced into it.
Yeah, I think a lot of times people, it's got it so normal. I think people just prefer you to lie to them. Like they don't want to hear the truth. It's like nobody wants to know when you're doing really good. Nobody want to know when you're doing really bad. They want you to be middle of the road. I'm okay.
Yeah.
No bad, no good. It is what it is.
Yeah. I think that's kind of indicative of the culture right now, which is, people are a lot more self-centered, self-focused. So I don't really want to be concerned or take time to really, provide you a shoulder to cry on, or, some people don't want to celebrate you. They just want to kind of keep it moving. So I think that kind of falls in line with that.
So again, tell everybody, thank you for joining us, man. We appreciate you on this episode. Please get in the comments and tell us what you feel about people lying, especially now that homecoming and things are back around, and some people, I ain't gonna say everybody, but some people are telling these stories just to kind of kick it. You ain't got a lot of kick it cred. And that's what people are doing, especially for those who are getting into like a 10-year reunion, a 20-year reunion, and so on and so on. So yeah, please feel free in the comments, tell us what you think about lying and what is a lie that is acceptable. I know a lot of times you hear people trying to throw surprise retirement, birthday, whatever parties, or somebody may be trying to propose. So you got, a friend or cousin, somebody lying to them to try to get them to come, and it's not anything that gets you together. It's just what you have to do to kind of get to a bigger point. Terry went down, but he said he got his lives together for his 20-year reunion. Yeah, because he got one coming up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. I think I don't know, sometimes it's is needed. Like it's wanted on both sides, right?
Yeah.
Call them white lies or whatever. You know, sometimes, you know, somebody asks you how they look, they don't want to hear. Well, you know,
You can lose a couple pounds.
yeah, you
right?
can stand and lose a couple pounds, do a couple push-ups or sit-ups or something like that, man. Or you know,
But I guess the thing is with that, like, why ask me the question if you don't want the truth? What's the point?
I will never know. If I ask you how I look, I want to know how I look. But guess
Yeah.
what? Most of the time, I ain't gonna ask.
I just want to ask you because I don't want you to tell.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I like it, or it's, you know, it's all right. You know, now my wife, like, if she feel like I'm looking crazy or inappropriate for where we going or something, she can offer up her opinion.
Right.
Sometimes
That's
you know, I won't. It won't be because I asked for it. A lot of times, it would be like she know, like, I mean, he looking crazy. I need to let him know, or
Yeah.
something like
But
that.
that's kind of a duty of a spouse, you know, man or woman. Know you don't let your spouse leave the house looking
Yeah.
crazy or wild. It's like, hey, you know, that shirt wrinkled, or you know, something on you need to do something about that.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
And I get upset. I don't say upset, but you know, I ask people like if I go somewhere and it's a spot on me or something out of place, I'm like, why ain't nobody say nothing? Yeah, I'm walking around here with my shirt on inside out, ain't nobody saying nothing.
Oh, look, I'll never forget. Me and Ashley, we was in was it the Bahamas? I think it was the Bahamas. I can't even remember. But like we on the beach, we walking on the beach, going to the bar, and I'm like recording this stuff. I'm like recording her, recording me. And I look down, I got like a tag, like hanging off my shirt or something. And I'm like, you ain't tell me I had a tag on me the whole time. I'm like, I know you seen the tag. Come on now.
And it's like, oh man, I didn't want to say that. I thought you wanted it like that. Like,
but I don't know if she saw the tag really, but that just kind of reminded me like now it's always a joke. Like you got a tag on, like she might have a tag on, like see, it's been years since we went. But now if she got a tag on her clothes, something like that, I pull it out. See, I take care of you now. But,
so yeah. who would you? Let's say you was in a situation where something was happening that could potentially hurt somebody's feelings. You know, you hear the phrase all the time, the truth hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's say you're in a situation where, you know, you could hurt somebody's feelings by telling them the truth, or you could tell a little white lie to kind of push on and move through it. Would you more likely to tell the truth to like a loved one or family member or just an acquaintance? Or would you more likely tell a lie to one or the other? Like, so, I mean, yeah, I hate to say your wife because, you know, obviously you try to tell your wife the truth, but at least you'll say it here.
Yeah, well, I mean, generally with my wife, I would try to tell the truth just because I know specifically for her, she values the truth more, even if it hurts, even if it's because she do the same to me. She'll like prep me. She'll like, I don't know how you're gonna feel about this, but I gotta tell you this. And so, you know, I know that's something that she values. Some people they don't want to hear the truth. Like they want you to, you know, kind of stroke their ego, or they want you to, you know, always go along with them. So in those cases, it's like, well, do I want to start a conflict because I told them the truth? I don't want to tell them like, yeah, you look fine, go ahead. Yeah. Knowing that they look crazy. Knowing what's important to them, like, hey, do you, cuz.
So like Lori said, occasionally not telling the whole truth is better for the relationship. There are lies of omission that can prevent hurt feelings.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can understand that there's some things you may not want to mention that really ain't that big a deal. It's not that you're necessarily lying. You just, you said what was necessary. Like sometimes, you know, extra words ain't necessary. But at the same time, you know, what if you get caught up in one of them situations where you left something out intentionally and then it come back to bite you? Like, what do you do? I mean, it's just one of, like you said, you know, I think people have got so used to people telling them what they want to hear that they rather just lie to me than have to deal with hurt feelings. I have this saying that, and I'm terrible at it, but sometimes there's no easy way just to say no. Because, you know, a lot of times people ask you to do something and you're like, man, I don't want to hurt their feelings. So I try to even if I can't do it, find out somebody that can do it, someone will fix it for them or whatever.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta tell people, no, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Sorry if your
Yeah.
feelings hurt. They don't mean I don't like you. It's just
Yeah.
can't do it. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely gotta set that expectation. And that's more to do with you than them. Like you said, if you being honest and you saying like, hey, like I really can't do that, I don't have the time, or I got some other obligations, and that destroy our relationship, then that relationship wasn't really based on nothing solid, no way. But because chances are you done stuff for them in the past, and for this one thing to come up and all of a sudden now you can't help them out, they throw you away. It's like, well, you only wanted me when I was saying yes. So
Right.
I think you need that sometime to kind of do that little litmus test to see kind of where y'all stand. Not saying you should do it just as a test, but that's reality. Sometimes you can help, sometimes you can't.
Right. Hey, but you know how people get like, oh man, you can't help me out this time. Many times I did that. I'm like, man, don't try to guilt trip me into doing something, because now if I do it, I'm gonna be mad the whole time, and it's gonna turn out bad anyway.
Yeah. That never go good.
Yeah. So Care say, we probably talked about this, but is it okay to lie to keep folks out of your business?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, look, a marriage, I think, is one of them. Somebody asks, like, how y'all doing? We fine. Yeah, I just got through arguing in the car.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? We good.
I mean, I guess some of that, to me, that even a lie, though. Just because we have a disagreement don't mean the relationship ain't great.
Yeah.
We can still be good. We don't have to be lovey-dovey or like each other 24/7, but I might be mad at her right now, but we still.
Yeah, I like the way you put that.
Yeah. But I think you're right. People ask certain questions, especially about relationships, to kind of get in your business. Like newlyweds, I feel like newlyweds tell the most lies out of anybody, because you always get hit with well, y'all gonna have a baby, or why don't y'all have a baby, or what y'all waiting on, and it's like basically it ain't none of your business. But
exactly, like, well, we busy and we trying to do this and we want to do that, and like
come up with all type of stuff.
Trying to figure out how to be married first. You tripping?
You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to get in your bedroom, but ain't nobody trying to pay for no daycare.
Yeah, everybody trying to get in the bedroom, man. Ain't nobody trying to get in that nursery though.
Right.
They leaving that to you and her.
Me and Carrie tell folks all the time, we'll have another child, somebody pick up the daycare bill. There ain't no big deal. You pick up the daycare bill, bam, new baby.
Yeah, man.
It's like, man, nobody want to help pay for that, huh? Nobody want to buy the Pampers and diapers and daycare. They just want you to have another.
Bro, we was just talking about how much pull-ups and stuff that went up.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro.
Another one. Folks are always trying to get in the bank too. They trying to get in your pocket. I mean, same way.
Oh, yeah. The answer to that gonna always be, I'm making it. Yeah.
But like you were saying, man, them doggone diapers high, man.
Bro, you gotta strategize, man.
You buy diapers for the house and you take them to daycare. You gotta buy diapers for the daycare. You gotta buy them for the house. You gotta buy them for the babysitter. You gotta buy them for the grandparents. Like, man, diapers everywhere.
Bro, I'm so Kyla, she 3, and during the day she's solid for the most part. At night we put them on her, but outside of that, she, in a big girl panties. I also have not to be slanging them pull-ups and diapers all over the place no more.
Trust me, I understand. When Cedric got out of them, it was like great. The pay increase,
bro. Cause and just went up, man. Like I remember going to the dollar store. I used to buy like little bags. When I still buy little bags. Just because she only wear basically one a night. So you buy the bag a little 25. That's gonna last you almost a month. So I literally remember going in on like a Wednesday, and that bag of 25 like $9 or something. And I went back like 2 days later. and it was $11 and something. But you could see that they had raised it to $10 because you could see through the sticker that it went from $9. They put the $10 sticker on there, then put the $11 something sticker on. I'm like, how you raise the price in like 2 days? This is wild. And then I think they put listen, I don't think it's 25 no more. It's like 18 or something like that.
That's how you do it. Raise the price and give you list, make you buy more.
Bro, like this is, if this ain't pimping, I don't know what it is.
Hey. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. And I guess that's manufacturer's way of lying to us, directly. It's like, hey man, we will give you a better deal, give you a better value. And so they even hike the price up and tell you they're using better material, or they reduce the price, but they sell you like half of them. It's like, hey, these are now $6, but it's only $4 in there. It's like, wait a second, like, how am I with it?
Bro, I'm telling you, man. That remind me of them doggone chips, man. Chips are doggone high now. For no extra chips. Crazy high.
Oh yeah, that what the bag started off. I think my dad them used to say, they can get a bag of chips for like a nickel or a dime or something. We had 25 cents bags. Now they like
$1.25.
Yeah,
$1.25. But a 25-cent bag of chips. I'm like, bro. Even the the chips we used to always buy when we made Rotel, them $2 chips.
Yeah, they like $2.25, $2.50.
Yeah, they had to change a little. They used to have a sticker stamped on the bag, $2. Now they're like $2.29. Now we had to raise that COVID inflation, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, we put a little more air in your bag, so we had to raise the price.
Yeah, the bag's extra fluffy now, so we gotta charge you for that.
Yeah. Kerry said, have y'all ever lied to a one-upper to see how far it would go? That's a fun game sometimes. It depends on who the one-upper is. Some one-uppers are cool. They give you one or two and they move on. But then the ones that never stop, it's like...
Oh, shoot. That sounds like Chocolate Thunder, man.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he was going to go further than he was willing to go.
And the funny thing is, you can ask him something you know the answer to, he's still gonna lie. Like, I already know.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
They just go with it, man.
Yep. See, man, my Mercedes is in the shop. That's why I'm driving the Ville. You know what I'm saying? Because a tornado came and hit the house, and then the tree fell on it. And I was gonna drive my truck, but then
the hurricane came.
Yeah.
You blocked my driveway and I can't get nothing out.
Block my driveway in, man. So it's at the house though. I got it though. I'm just driving this. This is my, my little school car right here. I'm like, bro, we all in school. Ain't nobody got no money.
No money.
Why you lying?
He ain't got to lie, man.
Yeah,
but he had one every time.
Yeah,
I got like 5 vehicles at the house. Hurricane Katrina tore my house down and Terrence took him home. He got to the house. Not only was there no trees torn down in your yard, there were no trees at all.
They stayed in the pasture. It's like, bro. See, that's what happens when you forget your lies.
He riding down the road with Terrence, still lying. Oh, they must have cleaned all the stuff up.
Oh no. Shoot, I guess he didn't went that far. He might as well keep on going.
See it to the end until somebody call you out on it.
Yeah, I guess my daddy, man, they had the crew come out and they cleared the whole, cleared everything, man. They put their fresh grass down, man. And then they sprinkle stuff on to make it grow up. Like the grass been there for a long time. It ain't really been there, man. They just put that grass there, man.
Yeah, we got a patent on that stuff. That's why we got a grass so green, because can't nobody else use it because it's mine.
Exactly, man. That grass look like it's been there for years, don't
it? It started yesterday,
man. Yeah. Yep. And they just scooped up all the cars, took them to the shop. They all in the shop.
Y'all in the shop. That's why they ain't out here, man. See, if you had been here 2 weeks ago, there were cars everywhere. Cars,
man.
Good Lord. Just pick one. I'd have gave you one.
Exactly, man. The whole collection in the shop. All of them.
Oh, you say go down to the shop. Oh, we don't use the mechanic here. We have to ship ours off.
Yeah. 18 wheeler come by, scoop them all up,
Yeah.
ship them off.
No.
I got a guy, Pedro. He take care of all the maintenance on them.
We
you know.
send all our cars to North Carolina, man. Mississippi just don't do it right. So we
Yeah, that Carolina oil, it's the best oil you can get for your car, man. So you want the best, that's just what you got to do.
That's what you got to do. It costs a little money, but I mean, I got it. I ain't worried about it.
Exactly.
I know y'all thinking, if you watch the episode, like, what are y'all talking? That's exactly how the stores would go.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
I mean, we kid you not, it would go exactly like that.
Yeah.
We'd be like, what?
Yeah, like this is based on when they say based on a true story, this is based on a story that was actually told to us. It wasn't true. It was an actual story that was told.
Terrence said, y'all must have been in the car with us.
We remember that. I remember that.
I tell you, man, it just never fails, man. And he is if there was a definition for one uppers, his picture would be beside.
Oh yeah, with the Kool-Aid smile.
110%. It's be like, this how you do it.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man. Look, it was so bad. I was a guy roommate, and I didn't even know that y'all was talking about the same dude till he came down. I was like, why y'all call him CT?
That's him.
And like y'all addressed him as CT, and he responded like, "Yeah, that's my name." I'm like, I've been rooming with you for like 2 months. Ain't nobody ever called you that.
And it's funny because he told us those are his initials, and they're not even his initials.
That's why I never put two and two together. I'm like, oh, y'all talking about some dude named CT. I don't know him. I know my roommate.
Not even his initials.
It ain't a C or a T. I'm like, yeah, y'all gotta be talking about somebody else. I'm like, bro, I've been bamboozled.
So Mike said, have y'all ever lied to get off the phone with somebody?
Definitely.
I used to randomly say, hold on real quick, get quiet for about 10 seconds, then just say, hey, let me call you right.
Hey, definitely. 100%. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely had to pull that whole
let me get you right back. My cat's on fire. Let me
Yeah, man. I'm about to head up in this store, man. I'm gonna hit you right back, man.
We flipping the chat.
Lean back on the cat. Yeah. That guy.
Most definitely get off the phone. I know I've done that before. But the harder part about doing that is finding the time to get it in there. Because you be like, yeah. Well, let me. Okay. Well, let me.
Look, I had a manager. I don't know where he honed this skill at, but he had the perfect skill of never taking a breath at the end of a phrase or a sentence or a thought. Every time he paused, it was always in the middle of a sentence or the middle of saying something. I was like, there's no way out of this. I'm like locked down. I'm literally going to cut you off. Say like, hey, I gotta go. And literally everybody knew it. So my homie I was working with was like, hey man, when your next meeting? I was like, I ain't got no more meetings. No, you're going to talk to, right? I'm like, yeah, you always got a meeting. Like, you always got a meeting you about to run to. He gonna keep you there an hour still, but you always need to be about to go to a meeting. Yeah. That's how you get out of there.
That's how you get out of it.
Yeah, he called me one time. I was like, bro, it's been 2.5 hours.
He talking about everything from his kids to
bro. I'm like, how's this possible? How are we still talking? I don't even know you.
And they talk to you like they ain't seen you in years. Like I saw you yesterday.
Bruh, look, he was even worse. He talked to you like y'all just was talking. Like you come in and he started, yeah, man. So like I was saying, man, like the Comcast guy came to my house. I'm like, wait a minute, what? How we get here? Like
he was already there. You just missed that first part. He catch you up. Don't worry about it.
Bro, I was like, man, that is impressive. It's annoying. It is impressive. Like, and never would get a hint. Like, never, like, I mean, couldn't read the room at all. That was crazy.
I mean, it is what it is, man. You got them people who just out there like that. They gonna talk whether you want to hear it or not. They gonna give what they got to say off their chest.
Oh yeah, yep. Some people don't even like what they saying. Don't even fit into their brain. It just come out their mouth, just flow. It's just like
It's like a waterfall, just
Yeah,
water.
like a faucet that's just running. I'm like, bro, that ain't what we was talking about. I still don't have an answer to my question. I asked you a yes or no question. We were talking for an hour. How we get here?
And it's funny, y'all probably talk amongst each other about the lies y'all told to him to get out the conversation.
Oh, it was a whole strategy. I mean, like down to like, hey, make sure you set the meeting in your phone so it go off. Make sure your phone is on loud. Don't have it on silent. Don't have it on vibrate. Make sure it's on loud. Have an alarm go off so that he know like you can basically just like shut it down. At that point, it's the phone. Like you would literally like your phone be going off and you'd be looking at it and you'd be like, yeah. He was like, yeah, man. And I told the Comcast guy, man, hey, if you're not gonna give me the package the way I want it, rip it all up. All right, just rip it all up. You can take it with you. I'm like, I gotta go. He's like, oh, you got a meeting? Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, man. I just had a meeting earlier today, man, and it was just. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, that's not what. That wasn't an invitation to start a whole new topic. Like, I have to go, man. Like, yeah, man. That he was something else, man.
Yeah.
Bro, he was next level with it.
See, those type of people make you a professional liar. Like you have to come up with stuff.
Oh yeah.
Outside of a politician, so I brought the word professional liar. Outside of a politician, because that's what a lot of people call them.
Mm-hmm.
What profession would you say have the most liars in?
I'd say any sort of like figurehead type position, like CEO. Basically, what your job is to network and always kind of appear in a certain light. That's one of the things where it's like you always got to be put together. Everything always got to be great. It's almost baked into the job type. Like if you the CEO for your company, you out here networking, you trying to grow your business, and nobody want to hear a CEO talking about, you're struggling last quarter, but I think we're gonna get it back together. Like, no, man, you ain't getting no new business like that. Everything got to be great, man. The best one ever, the doggone Steve Ballmer when Windows Phone was tanking. They had like 2% market share or something like that. And he was on the quarterly earnings call, and the stakeholders were like, so what's the plan? You guys have 2% of the market share. What's the plan? He was like, well, see, you could look at it as a negative thing, but really it's a positive. All right. That's just much more opportunity for us. All right. We only at 2%. That's almost infinite room for growth. You can't do worse than 2%. It's like, bro, no.
You can't do worse than 2%. Zero.
Exactly. You do what you're doing now. Yeah, none of it. So I'm like, yeah, man, that's wild.
Same say, police officer, no, you're not going to jail. I just need you to sit in the car. I'm sure Terry told that lie like, just sit down, don't worry about it. Okay. They just cuff, they go right off.
Yeah. Now this is for your safety. Yeah, people see the cuffs, they know that the police are around, so they ain't gonna mess with you. You just go on in the car, man.
Oh man,
that's fun.
I think defense lawyers, they have to tell a lie, especially. No, I know he did it, but it's my job to get you off.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that's why they say they interpret the law. They don't apply the law.
Oh yeah,
they interpret it. So basically, they have to figure out a way to interpret it to where you ain't guilty, and then convince everybody else that interpretation is. Yeah,
it's their job, because it's not their job to prove that you did it. It's their job to make sure that the other folks can't.
Exactly. It's like, I don't have to prove you didn't do it. I just got to make it difficult for him to prove that you did. Right? Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Teachers, your baby's doing great. The best student.
Oh no.
That's why I can't be no teacher. I'm like, you need to come get this bag.
Oh man. Look, I couldn't be no teacher either, man. How your baby doing? You see the work? What it look like to you?
Talking about, so how you doing? I don't never see him in my class. Well, he go to your class? No, he sits outside the door. So I don't know what he doing.
Like, look, Miss Jones, I'm gonna tell you like this. F ain't for fantastic. Okay. That's
And
all
he
I'm
ain't
gonna tell
having
you
fun.
about your child. Exactly. It ain't fun time. It ain't fantastic. Actually, there's a lot of other letters that he should be getting. Any other letter that I
Terrence say it's a manifestation. You gotta speak his good behavior into existence.
Oh yeah. Like, oh yeah, he's doing great. Like he only hit 2 kids today. Outstanding. Outstanding.
Oh man.
Making real progress.
You know, it's one of the other profession that I'm thinking about. It's probably the one profession that you don't want somebody to lie to you, but they may do it from time to time, and that's your doctor.
I thought about that.
It's
Yeah, I thought about that.
I'm sure,
Actually, oh, go ahead.
I'm sure a doctor has come in, especially with those patients who, you know, they come to a checkup and it's like a 3 or 4 hour thing, and they tell you all this stuff. It's like, oh no, you're doing great. Everything is wonderful. Just go.
Yep. You just, might want to go ahead and get your affairs in order. But outside of that, everything's good though.
It's good. You
Yeah,
go have a great day.
Nothing to worry about because this is gonna happen. Okay. You ain't got to worry whether it's gonna happen or not. It's gonna happen. But
And the doctor to come in and say, we might have to put you on blood pressure medicine. But no. Let's not talk about that this time.
yeah, outside of that,
let's talk about the blood pressure.
Yeah, outside of that, everything is good. But I mean, who I was talking to, but basically they were like, yeah, it's patient by patient basis. Some patients, they ain't gonna do what you say.
Yeah.
So you like, hey, you got some patients where it's like, hey, you need to change your entire life. He's like, I know they ain't gonna do that. So I tell them, hey, it'll be really great if you could drink 1 2-liter Sprite today instead of 2. Like that'd be great. Great starting point.
I guess the thing is, it's not that the doctors is the profession where they do the most lying. This may be the profession that most people lie to. You go to doctor, I've been eating great, man. I hadn't had fried food since yesterday.
Like stroke. Where they come from?
Yeah, how do I have a stroke? I walk to the mailbox every day from my car.
I was doing fine yesterday. Your wife's in there. Tell them about the chest pains and how you blacked out. Like I said, I was doing fine yesterday. All of a sudden, boom, stroke. Where they come from?
So, JP, we talk about people in line, and we was talking about one of the professions that had the most lies, and Terrence just brought one up. Coaches. We're going to win this Friday. The coaches I always believe they're going to win. They know they're going to lose. They're going to win it.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So he tells the test. See how the internet messing up?
Exactly. That's what I'm about to say. Facebook know he lying.
Hey, what do you let him get it out?
Well, see, look. All right. So you understand as coaches,
that sounds like the beginning of a lie. Yeah, so look.
So no, it's like we're gonna lose Friday because they this. So they better than us. We just gotta find a way to win or find a way to compete. That's the word it is. We gotta find a way to compete. When they start talking about competing, they're gonna lose.
Oh no.
Hey, so
I'll tell y'all,
yeah,
I had you worry about other stuff. Huh?
That's a good one. Or at the end of the game when the coach goes, we played our hardest. We got a good group of kids. We've been out here working hard every day. Yeah. We're just gonna go back to the drawing board. Fix a few things, watch the tape, and see what we can do better. He go out there and curse them all out. I don't know what y'all were doing out there.
Oh yeah, going into the game knowing these kids about to beat the numbers off our jersey.
Yeah, hey, guys, so but look, if a coach going. If a coach at the end of the game talk way more positives about the other team, yeah, he knew he was getting his butt kicked. It's just that simple.
Like,
You know.
yeah, they really had a good game plan for us today, and they just prepared well. You could tell that they really did their homework. They watched good film, and they really went out there and executed. I don't know what I got.
Oh yeah, that's straight.
Oh man.
So Mike said in high school, a new girl came. I talked to her big time. I guess he was running game to her big time. We hitting it off in a good way. My homeboy said super loud. So Michael, did you tell her about your girlfriend? I was extra single, but he got her good. They laugh about to this. That's a good one.
Oh, that's a whole level of hate right there, man.
Hey, that's a good homeboy lie. You know, when you talking to a young lady and they bust out, hey man, did you ever get that thing checked out on your leg?
Oh yeah, man. You get that rash cleared up, man. That's all right. I know they said it's permanent, but
you yell out something. Hey man, you still stay with your mama? You know.
Oh yeah. Yep. Walk up, your homie walk up. So this is Melissa. Like this ain't Melissa, man. This is. Oh man, you just told me yesterday Melissa's the love you.
Oh no.
She was the one.
You know they make it worse. Oh, this not Melissa. Oh, Rachel. My bad.
Yeah.
Dang, that ain't the girl you had on Snapchat.
There you go, Jay Finger. You had on Snapchat.
That ain't the girl that's on Snapchat. I thought they were your partner.
JP sound like he can bust somebody out like that in real life.
What happened to that?
Oh man, I do. I do, man. I like with my boys, I be having fun. When I be seeing them with a new girlfriend or whatever. Oh, hey, this girl that called you before we went to practice, I had to go off on the film. Okay, hey, how you doing? I'm Cole Pupper. Don't call no more while we on film. Cole, what you talking about? So yeah, it be fun, man.
See, JP be lying to them, Jared. I know.
Oh yeah. So you got to keep them out there.
You got to.
Got lots to keep you out of trouble, man.
Man, they piss me off. I need to piss them off sometimes.
So you got to get your lick back, huh?
I got to get my lick back somehow, some way.
I'm telling you,
so
man.
Besides the doctor, I guess the profession that's lied to the most would be teachers and police. You know.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, definitely police.
Oh yeah.
Definitely police.
Yeah.
I was never.
Have you drunk a beer? No. I ain't drink but one beer today.
I ain't been drinking today. I was 12 cans in the car.
I'm just passionate about recycling, officer. That's all it is.
Hey, did you know your insurance expired? No, I just paid the bill the other month.
That's a good one.
Just lying for no reason.
You got a headlight out for real? It's a headlight? I can't believe it.
Hey, I'm glad you told me about that. I'm going to AutoZone.
Hey, it must have just went out.
I'm telling you.
You know, it's like on show First 48. Everybody be lying till they get caught. Hey man, you know. Then the truth come out, you start pointing fingers. Hey man, you know this guy.
Yep. Yeah, man, that was all him, officer. I just really, I didn't know where we was going. He just threw the gun in my lap, threw the mask on me, told me run in here and talk loud, And
change to the police. Don't make my pants, not my cousin pants.
Oh look, I wish Terrence had some decent internet, man. I know he has some crazy
all types of stories.
Like what? It was what in the trunk? This ain't even my car, man.
This ain't even my car. Oh, Mike said with the teacher, we still celebrate Columbus Day. Yeah. We've been lying for a long time.
Columbus did discover America. We know that's the truth. It don't matter how you find it, you discover it. He discovered it. My kids tell me all the time. Yeah, my kids tell me all the time. Hey, Daddy, I found $10 in your car. You didn't find it in my car.
Look, someone be sitting right next to me. I found this, Daddy. Like it was where I wanted it. I put it there. How you find it?
That's exactly how Columbus did it. I found America. Yeah. I've been here forever.
Ain't them people right there though?
Yep.
Y'all know, but I found this spot. They just came after I said I found it.
They looking at him like, you did what? You discovered where we at? How that work?
That's hilarious. And I guess the history book is probably the biggest lie then. Lots of people forever.
Hey, it's some doozies in there now. For sure. Man, that's gonna be crazy.
That's a good question. The biggest lying profession. I like you said the doctors. Cause like you said, you know, I don't know what's wrong with me. But my chest hurt. Well, what you doing? I don't do nothing, man. You know, it just started hurting out the blue. Knowing good and well, I'd have drunk 15 Red Bull 2 days before.
You wash it down with some vodka.
Yeah. My head hurt. What happened? Yeah.
Mechanics too. You know, people bring their car in. I don't know what's wrong with it. It just started.
Oh yeah.
You didn't change the oil in 2 years, but
like change the oil. That's that blue stuff under the hood, right?
Oh no, we don't change the oil.
That topped off all the time.
Did it.
Hey, along the same lines, man. The computer repair people be getting over folks too, man.
Oh man, trust me, me and Eric.
Like my flash drive,
Nah, that was a lost cause, bro.
We work on folks' computers, and they would say stuff like, "I don't know why we got all this porn on the computer. I just can't get it to come out." Or somebody's watching porn, ma'am, sir.
That would be hilarious, man.
We never watch porn. No, somebody's watching.
Yeah. It might not be a we, it might be a you, them. Somebody watching a whole.
It lists the 3 letters. You, he, or I.
Somebody doing it.
Yeah, you just don't know how many times. Can you just explain to me how it gets there? You put it there.
Yeah, look, ain't nobody putting it on your computer. You clicking it. You allowing it to come on there. Somebody saw somebody like, they clicked it. That's how I got on it. Who it was, I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm not making no accusations. I just want my money for getting it. Okay.
There's only one login on the computer. You say you don't want to know the password. So.
Like, so how to get on there? You think I got a virus? No, you got something. You got to have it. I don't know how all this would have got on your personal laptop.
Yeah.
That nobody else uses.
You say you live alone? You sure?
I'm telling you. Well, you can't have no job.
That's what it is, man. You know.
Oh yeah.
But that's what it is, man. You know, we laugh and joke about it, but if you really think about it in today's society, lying is the new norm. You know, it's like the show Orange is the New Black, lying is the new norm. That's just what people do. They lie in some sense about everything, whether it's their personal life, whether it's their, you know, things they like to do, things they enjoy. You know, especially with people lying about when it comes to stuff that people like, you know, common sayings or whatever, you know, or music artists and movies. Like you hear a couple people talking about, oh man, that last so-and-so movie was outstanding. And folks were like, yeah, man, it was great. Knowing good and well you did not like it.
Oh no, I ain't doing that.
But you know, a lot of people get into that thing, you know, it's like, and whatever the hype thing is, whatever the new thing is, especially the new artists, it's like, somebody came out with a song, it's great, man, it's jamming, people starting to follow this artist, like, man, you know, I ain't never heard you listen to rap song in your life.
Exactly. Now you're a rap connoisseur. Yeah.
Hey Rod, I got one better for you. All right. So today we was I had one of my kids, you know, he just got out of jail. And I said, man, you know, why you love stealing? Coach Papa, I don't steal. Didn't you just get arrested for robbery? Yeah, coach, stealing is different from robbery.
Oh,
how? Well, because a coward. No, like literally, like this is his spiel.
He right though.
A coward was Yeah,
Right.
a coward will steal. Well, listen, a coward will steal from you
Yeah,
because he would do it secretly and behind your back.
yeah.
But if I'm gonna rob you,
Yeah.
you gonna
You
know
don't know.
I robbed you.
Yeah. Say I'm taking your stuff and your pride. All right.
Yes.
That's logic, man. You can't.
Hey man, that's whoo. Hey,
Man
he
said, no, I ain't never been caught stealing nothing.
yeah. I ain't never stole a day of my life. I robbed. All right.
So that's why I said, man. So yeah, like you said, lying is the new norm. But it goes back to what we try to make right in society now. I mean, I don't know how. Like I told him, I said, man, I don't know how to make right out of your whole situation. But at the end of the day, stealing, robbing, and lying, they're still the same thing. Now, if you know I'm taking from you, it's not stealing. Cool.
My bad. You was doing something illegal, wasn't you?
Yeah. Just enjoy your ankle brace and just know you're not around a lot inside this building no more. So
yeah, that's wild, man. You got some some characters over there, man.
So I mean, it makes you wonder. It's something we could talk about a little bit next week. What do we do to kind of change that norm, or who is responsible? Now, if you look at the time, from baby boomers all the way now, I think we're in Generation Alpha or something like that. All these things have changed. All these generations are a little different. We all have our things that we did or didn't do, or we do now. So at what point, or what generation takes responsibility for the way things are today? That's something we can kind of dive into, some generational talk with us being millennials. And we can kind of discuss kind of where we are, with the line, with everything else, who's responsible for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like always, man, we're gonna keep y'all too long. We right at an hour, so we most definitely appreciate everybody for taking some time to be with us. We'll jump into the topic next week, talking about generations and how we can make things different, or who made what generation. I would say the blame, but what generation is responsible for the way that we are today. So like always, before we go, Coach Pofus, football team's playing well. We're trying to see if we're gonna make the playoffs. We'll come up that way, check them out. And then I'm sure they got other things going on, homecoming and stuff coming up. So, but we appreciate everybody for taking some time to be with us. Coach, you got anything you want to say, or Eric, anything y'all want to say before we end?
I do. Let me say this, and I'm gonna give it to Eric. Man, yeah, like I said, I've been proud of my little 10th grade babies. So like I said, we just got through paint, get ready for homecoming, and we got a chance, first time in 6 years, getting into the playoffs. So, man, I'm just proud of them guys, and I'm just proud of how they've been rolling. And I think the magic is trying to take off. So,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Columbus, man, they playing well, man. He got them Falcons flying high. I think they y'all are 3-1 in division or something like that, or region or something. District, that's what's called district.
Yeah, we 3-1 in district, and got it. We laid an egg against Lafayette, and we couldn't handle success the right way, and it's gonna. I ain't gonna say come back and bite us, but it's gonna put us in a tough situation, because even if we win out with one loss, we'll be the 3 seed.
Yeah.
And we'll probably be either Vicksburg or Callaway. And so we gonna, but we play better on the road anyway, just to get away from all the extra stuff that go on in Columbus High, man. So
okay,
we excited. We just need to get in, baby.
Well, we still out there looking out for you, man. We can't wait. We proud of you, man. We know you've been through a lot with with it, but y'all you turn that corner around. That's what I'm trying to get to. You turn that corner, so man, keep it up. Eric, I got anything before we go? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, JP.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Okay. Eric, Terrence?
Nah, I'm good, man.
Nah, I'm good on this side too.
Okay. Well, like always, we appreciate everybody for taking some time out to hang with us. Join us next week as we said we're gonna jump into the millennium talk, but not millennial, the generation talk, but you never know, something might change. Something might happen to change us around, especially it's 2 homecomings in Mississippi this year and the weather just dropped. So who knows what may happen. So like always, you ain't got to go home, but you gotta get up out of here. Deuces.
Peace.
Just kind of jumped out of nowhere. He was like, "Hey man, yeah, you know, how about CDs?" Stuck it out there, and I was like, "Still put CDs?
How much you pay for this? You losing money."
People that smack while they
Definitely psycho.
like it's something that tick like.
I was sitting right beside the woman. It's just that y'all ain't a bitch, dude.
Check us out on YouTube, and we'll be going live on Facebook next Wednesday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until next time, guys, we'll holler at you. Peace.